Greetings. My name is Diana Wright, singer, songwriter, and poetess. I fully endorse SPRB radio podcast with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Check them out. Trust you won't be disappointed. Yes.
Hey, what's up? My name is Ray Vaughn, and I fully support SPRB radio podcast. Check in.
Case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I will be lying if I say that I would live this life without you, even though I don't tell you all the time. You have my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know. Greetings, this is Anthony Margaret endorsing SPRB Radio Podcast with the 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Yo, you gotta check them out. They're always bringing it. They're the big deal because Anthony Margaret says so. Sin, bless.
I'm Janiceness, and I always tune in to the SPRB Radio Podcast with General Culture and Sister Sharon Mango. Yo, you don't have to take my word for it. Just tune in and catch the vibration. Yeah, this one is Knockins.
Greetings. My name is Freddie Green. I'm from Nigeria and I fully endorse the SPRB Radio Podcast with a 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Trust me, I know you will not be disappointed. Respect.
Blessed love universally. This is the original Mark Daddy Mike Jarrett endorsing, yes, one of the greatest podcasts that I have listened to, seen, and so happy to be a part of it. I'm talking about SPRB Podcast with 10-star General and the original, yes, Sharon Mango. Tell it to the world. Let them know that this podcast, hey, run things universally. Mark Daddy said that. Mark Daddy. Mark Daddy, Mark Daddy, Mark Daddy. Oh, Mark Daddy. Yes, bless up 10-star General and the original Sharon Mangos. Them run things when you talk about podcasts here. Blessed love. Universally.
Lioness, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think we're having some technical hiccups right now.
Mm-hmm.
So can you hear me, Sharon Mango?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so let's just start organically because I think there's some sort of issue going on with our system. Right. Lioness, how you doing?
I'm good, General. How you doing?
Get yourself a bottle of holy water because we're going to start sprinkling all over the place.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play something. You just let me know if you can hear me or not, yeah?
Okay.
Hear it or not. So, can you hear this?
What is there to put me down? I know this life is full of oppression, but I know Jah won't let me down. I give you praises, Lord. Every day you lie. I give my praises, Lord. Controlling forth. I know just will make me right. You raise me, Jah raise me. Only through your joy to me down. You raise me, Jah raise If I should tell you a little story of my life, would you believe me? If I told you I saw the 100 times, I'd forever be in harmony for the love that shall bring my way. If I should ever sing a song, this one is for my king. You raise me, just raise me. Only through your journey to become.
You raise me.
Just raise me. Only through your journey to become. Abundance of blessings from the Most High. A love that can fade, a love so divine. Nobody can touch it, I know it's fine. Better wise up and no Jah is infinity. Babylon try to take away what's my rightful land. Only man with a stop by me, I tell you that. All hail him, who is the creator. Let's embrace, to him I remember. His embrace is where I seek shelter. Cause there's nothing out there that's much better. Just raise me, only through your journey to become. You raise me, only through your journey to become.
Wow, what a tune, what a tune, what a tune. What a brilliant tune, if I might say so myself. You're muted.
Muted.
All right. Yeah. You can hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, thanks to you, General. That rhythm came from you, you know.
Who, me?
Yeah. So thanks to you. And let me greet also my sister there. I didn't greet her, in the beginning, Sharon. So greeting, sister.
Greetings, my love. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure and honor to meet you. Finally meeting about you a long time. Finally to meet you now.
Yeah. My brother there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we have a bit of background feedback. We've been trying to work with that. I think it's coming from Lioness's side. But we're going to try and work with it, you know.
Okay.
So when Lioness is speaking, Sharon and I just need to keep quiet. So we'll just be asking you bullet questions, you know, and try. Hopefully, the feedback will be less as we go along. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So once again, it's a great joy to have you on our platform. What a thing!
What a thing!
The cub is now a full-grown lion.
It's a
lioness, I should say. You know, doing wonderful things in the world.
Grown, yes.
You know, how is your husband? Big Cat?
Cat is doing fine. He's okay. He's very much okay. Still into music, you know.
Right.
Yeah. The professor himself, the Big Cat himself.
Right. So we're going to get down to it. So Sharon, once again, just introduce yourself, and then we'll start organically.
Greetings and blessings to one and all on this blessed Sunday morning. I am stateside, so I say morning. I'm not sure what time it is. You're in Kenya, right?
I'm in Stockholm, and it's in the evening right now.
Okay. Blessings, my queen. Lioness, welcome. My name is Sharon Mango, representing Royal Blend Productions, which is a part of the SPRB, Stockade Promotions Royal Blend Radio. And it's a pleasure and an honor to meet you today. Welcome, my sister.
Thank you so much for having me on this platform. Thank you. It is an honor to be here.
Wonderful.
So let's get down to it. Share with us where you come from, and life was like growing up as a youngster. We're just going to deal with home life, before we get into your music life. So you're going to take us on a journey. So
Yes.
just talk to us about where you come from, what family life is like, and how music became a part.
Yeah, I come from a town called Mombasa in Kenya. That's where I was born, and I went all my childhood, my school life, all in Mombasa. And I went to school. Right, I started music, I can say, during my high school time. That's when I really got engaged with musical activities in school. And during that time, I became, one of the best soloists, in that school. And I got a chance also. Let's say I was, I was lucky to win myself an award as a best soloist, second position, all over Kenya at that time during the school festival. So that was a very good point for me in a starting point and gaining confidence in my journey, in my musical journey. And even before that, I used to go to church choirs. I used to participate in church choirs, my local church right there in the neighborhood. And yes, I learned a lot of a lot of things from the choir, harmonies, how from soprano, alto, tenor, those things, basic, but very good for beginning, in a musical journey. So, and after my school years, I started meeting, different bands, trying to practice with them, trying out different kind of genres, and trying to look for a spot to fit in, maybe to start with the band. But it wasn't easy because they already had established singers, lady singers, female singers. So it took me some time, a little bit, long time for me to get a band and, start the musical journey experience of live performances. So that's when I met, even before I met my husband, Big Cat, he was playing in the band, but I was still not singing in the band. So I got the chance much later, much later. Yeah. So basically,
so were you the only musical person in your family initially?
yes, my father, I can give it to my father, all credit to my father, because he was a guitarist, a very good guitarist and a very good singer. He used to play some vibes, traditional vibes on the guitar and melodies, and they really sounded good. And I really, when he just holds the guitar, I'm there sitting and listening to him. And I was very, very carefully listening to him, digesting every melody that he sings. And this is how, I got attached to music since I was a child, since I was a young, very young girl.
Right.
I can say maybe around 6 years, 7 years.
Right.
Yes.
So now you're in secondary school, and while in high school, music was a part of your life. You learned a lot musically. You graduated from secondary school. Now, where is your mindset?
Well, my mindset at that time was, to find a college, to find, more education to bring into my, my profile. But then again, I think the music part and the entertainment part took more of my, my mind, because even before singing, I went into dancing straight away. I became a dancer for almost, I think, 5 years. Yeah, I became a dancer for 5 years before I started singing. So it was entertainment. I was just trying to be in that, entertainment field. And while I was dancing, I was, when you dance, you mime the music you're dancing to, because it has to look, So I was imagining me. This is my song. That was my imagination every time, So it was just building. It was getting me ready all the time.
Right. Sharon, you're muted, Sharon.
I was trying to stay quiet, just for the feedback and everything. Lioness dancing is what I love to hear about. Traditional African dancing. It was a traditional thing.
Well, it was a cabaret dance group. So we had a lot of we had from African dancers to international. It was an international group. We had every genre. We were dancing to everything. you
Oh,
know.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So then singing now, you did that for 5 years. How did the singing, when did you know you could sing? Let's put it that way. When did you know?
Well, I knew it a long time ago. I knew it a long time ago that I can sing, and singing is part of me. Like I said, since from school when I started singing, and I just went when I just joined high school. It didn't take me time. It didn't take me time to just, my talent to be discovered by the music teacher, and the first time when I just joined high school, the first time, boop, I got the chance to be the soloist of the of the group, musical group, and it was just in me. Yeah.
Now, at that time, when music, you said your father basically inspired you with the music. Were you writing like little poems? You know, when you're young and you hear music and you start to write,
Yeah.
were you doing that? Or like what?
It was the beginning. It was, I think, if you can remember, Sister Sharon, the beginning was like, we listened to the copyright, music, the cover, and then we write them down, and then we cram them,
Yes.
that talent there, it it just goes like, it's a natural thing, when you are into music this way. You just listen to the music, and at that time we didn't have YouTube, so we listened word by word, writing
Yeah,
them
of
down.
course, of course, of course.
And then cramming the music, just singing it off head. That is a talent, you just get it like
It is a talent. I know
yeah,
exactly what you mean. You never
yeah.
believe it. Even listening to a commercial, I'm thinking back at that time, even for me. You
Mhm.
heard a commercial because you love the song in the commercial. When it comes on, you don't write it down, you just know it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing. Because when you hear it, you cram it in so much, you never forget those words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then yes, we come to that point when you write maybe even a paragraph, trying to write your own,
Yes. Yes.
figure out. But then it doesn't become very creative, because at the start, you need to understand how songwriting is, you know. So it takes time, but we used to write something, we used to write something, a word or two, a paragraph, a sentence, and try to create melodies on them. And, that was basically it.
Mm, mm,
You know.
mm. So after dance, how old were you when you started dancing?
I was at I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Mm,
18.
mm.
Hmm.
So 18 years old now, you're dancing 5 years. What happens after that? Like, where do you go from there?
Well, the dancing group was based in Mombasa, so we danced. I danced there, like, I think, mostly, I think, like 3 years, and
Mm.
then we relocated to Nairobi, the big city.
Okay.
So when I relocated to Nairobi, I left the dancing group behind. Yeah, because I just went alone. I went alone to the big city, and I got another group now. Only this was a Congolese group, a group from Zaire,
Okay.
from Congo, and they were playing their own music now, their own Zaire music. So I
Mm.
started to learn also the Zaire music, how to dance to this music, and
Mm.
then fortunately the group that I left in Mombasa relocated to Nairobi. So
Wow.
I went back and joined them again. So for at least the next 2 years, I was with them, from the Zaire to the group, and then I got now the opportunity to sing. And my first performance was outside Kenya. They were looking for a female singer to travel with them to Abu Dhabi, the UAE. You know, so
Oh, wow.
I yeah, that was my first experience with the live band. It was outside Kenya, which
And
is
that alone, if you've never sang with a live band, it's no
yeah.
joke.
Mm.
It is no joke. Learning, staying in time with everybody. You know what I mean? I know many people, they get into shell shock. You get on the stage and you meet a live band. You know. So from your experience, you auditioned, and then started singing. So were you singing cover songs?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, it was basically cover. It was a cover band, and they were needed in Abu Dhabi for for a year contract in hotel and
Wow.
perform at their at their club. So the hotel had like 6 clubs. They had, yeah, I think, Indian, there was Arabic, there was African, there was, so they bring people from outside talented, each year. So this band got the opportunity to be there. And it was not even an audition, because their manager just said, you can take Lioness, just take Lioness, because there's no need to go far. Lioness, just take her. She can practice with her, and she can sing, she can be part of the group. But it was not easy, very challenging.
Yes.
I felt so much at the beginning. I sang off key. I did everything.
I know.
Yeah, the band members were like, angry sometimes, like, no, we cannot take this lady. She cannot do this. She can't do it.
Mhm. That's exactly
Yeah.
why I brought it up, because
Yeah.
having a live band myself over the years, I think when I first started, I
Yeah.
couldn't believe, like, wait a minute, you feel like you almost cannot sing, but then you get it. Now I cannot do without a live band. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah.
it's like it's a part of your DNA, as Kansar would say. When you're
Yeah.
with a live band, you have to know, because studio work, live band work, totally different things.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different. So a lot of artists who started just doing music in studio, and when they get a live band, it's failure. It's not first, until you get used to it. So, but you adapted, got it.
Yeah, I finally got it. I cried a few times, and I got encouragement from other band members. And yeah, when I got it, then I got it. But actually, what happened? There was a time that I knew, and I was told that they're thinking of getting another singer. And now my heart and my mind and my emotions, I'm like, oh my God, this chance is going, it's just going. And they had a trip. We were still back in Kenya, so they had a trip to another town, and they went for, I think, 2 days, 3 days. So I said, today I just need to learn, I need to understand all the advice that have been given. Let me just keep them now in my mind, and try and learn one song nicely. So I took the song Life from Desiree, and imagine that song. And I could not, if you put your mind on something, I think, you make things happen. So I put my mind on that song the whole night. The whole night, only that song. So when they came back, and they because I was confident I got it, got it. So when they came back, we had to practice, and I saw people who were like, there's no need even to practice, because she can't do this. She can't do it. So, and I said, okay, can you please play this song? And then, we just started. When it just started, I just opened my mouth. The first one, the second one, everybody just, they just looked up at me. And the drama did like, guys, just a minute. Can we start it, please, again? Because I got it perfectly. I got it perfectly. So it was, I put my mind, my energy, and I learned how to sing properly. And yeah.
Well, there you go. I think it's important for people to know. Sometimes the little struggles that you go through, when you're starting out, like not every one person is perfect when they're coming out. So thank you for that story, because like I said, a live band. You know what I mean? It's important for people to know real life. Sometimes, but you got and mastered it. It's amazing. That's what you really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Right, 10 Star? I'm saying.
Very, very, very true. I'm going to get you to continue your conversation with Lioness while I do some technical in the background. Now, I need some feedback from anybody who's listening on the outside. I know we're having a lot of feedback, but how is that interrupted? I need to hear from you if the sound is interrupting this wonderful interview. Just let me hear a bit of feedback from the listeners out there,
Yeah,
because
but
I can hear it, and it's annoying me. I can tell you that much.
yeah, I can hear it. I mean, I'll see.
They freeze the freelancers. Go. Okay. We're gonna soldier on. I'm gonna get Sharon to continue the conversation with Lioness Afreeka. She's our jewel in the Nile.
She's a jewel in the Nile, my friend. Oh my God. Okay, so
I'm gonna patent those words.
yeah, I like that. So
Continue, Sharon.
So you're in Abu Dhabi now, and how long was that touring?
Well, we stayed for a year there. We stayed for a year there, and yeah, it was a very nice experience. We were playing for a mixed crowd, because the place, a mixed crowd. We had every people from all over the world. And it was very, very nice, very exciting each night, from the locals to international visitors, those who are working there. There are a lot of people, and we made a lot of new friends. Best experience. We learned new music, because meeting a mix of people every time. They come with their different requests every time, so we used to update every time, our list, and it gained experience. We gained experience more and more each day. For 1 year we were there, and we went back to Kenya.
Okay. So when you go back, what happens?
Oh, we go back, and the thing is, we straight away to start to looking for jobs, singing in the clubs, hotels, and that's what we did. It didn't take us much time, because the band was a very nice band. It was a very tight band. It was one of the best, in Kenya at the time. And the name was Big Matata Band, and it didn't take much time. We got contracts from hotels, clubs, and the goodness at that time, the music used to work. Used to work, because if the hotel needs you, they can give you a contract for 1 year. For 1 year, and they can give you maybe 2 days a week. That is something. And another hotel can give you 1 day a week with a contract. Another one can say, okay, I need you on Saturdays, and I need you also to book you already for maybe Christmas and New Year. If you agree, I'm giving you a 2 years contract. You become the resident band. So it used to work, and you work with music from Monday to Monday.
I mean,
you eat music, you sleep music. Times have changed now. It's not easy. I talk to my people back home, and they're really in a tight position with live music. It's not happening the way it used to happen at the time. Things have really changed, and it's very sad, and to think about it. And not mentioning also, when the pandemic came, it was now a double trouble for live musicians who play live. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge. But at that time, we went back. We got our gigs, and we continued to live with the gigs. That was for the next 4 years, 5 years. We continued to live with the gigs until we relocated now to Europe.
Right. So what prompted you to move to Europe? Like, you've done music now. Was it for better opportunities? Did somebody want you to come? How did we get here?
Our thoughts are always, greener pastures.
Greener pastures.
And then you come, and then reality, kicks in, and you're like, oh my, this is not what they were telling us. And then you have to adjust. You have to, and that is life. You learn to adjust and build again. Connections, build again. You start from square one. It's okay, as long as you take it positively, and you start to grow again. Well, so that's it.
Did you move by yourself?
No, the whole band. We came on a tour. We came on a tour in 2006. We came on a summer tour in Italy. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, we had a series of performances organized by the what do you call it, the municipal of the town.
The municipal. Okay.
Yeah. So we had the gigs were arranged perfectly nicely. It was very nice. Every place we used to go, town to town. The transportation was there, hotel was there, food was there, the money was there. So we thought, okay, maybe this can happen. But when we decided to stay, then that's when we started to see the reality of things nicely.
Right. So I'm saying now, when you were doing all these tours and everything, what kind of music were you playing? Was it just every genre of music that you were playing, or
in Italy?
Yes.
In Italy, we did a mix of mostly African.
Okay.
We played reggae too, and we played some of our songs also, our recorded music. Yeah.
Okay. So then now, Italy, but you didn't stay in Italy. How long were you in Italy for?
Oh, I stayed for 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
14?
Yeah,
really?
14.
So let's
yeah. I stayed for 14 years. My children are born there. Were born there. Yeah. We stayed for 14 years, trying to make it better, trying to make it better every time. And then, pandemic happened, and Italy was hit bad, if you can remember. We had a lot of problems, the lockdown and blah, blah, blah. So, and music now went off completely, and they said they don't know even when they're going to resume with the performances,
Oh, yes. We were hit too. But let me come back to music now. I want to ask, when I think it was 2005. I think I read when you did your first
album.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was the album of original music, right?
Yes, that was my own compositions, my own recordings, and I was helped by then manager Mr. Teddy Kalanda, who was the leader of the Mushrooms band, a very popular band in Kenya. So I recorded in their studio, the Mushroom Studio, the whole album, because I told him I'm interested to work on my music, So he helped me out to produce that album. Yes.
Now, when you did that, let me ask you this: you wrote your songs, your compositions. Did you register your music at that time? Understanding of how the music business works?
Oh yes. I was advised by the same manager, Mr. Teddy Kalanda, to immediately to the Kenya Music Copyright Society and register everything. We got our numbers. Until today, we use those numbers. For it's good if you have somebody who knows these things.
We get Lioness. We have to give Sharon Mango a history lesson.
Yeah,
because I know you said they're mushrooms, but it went over her head.
It flew up.
So let's start start that journey from Boney M. Go ahead. Because Boney M sang Jumbo Bwana, right? And it was
Boney
Teddy
M
Kalanda who is he to you? Tell Teddy Kalanda.
He's my father-in-law. He's
your father-in-law. And their Mushrooms are the original singers, songwriters of that legendary song that Boney M sang, right? Which became a legal battle. Finally, they won and got ownership of their, music rights and so forth. So their Mushrooms are icons and legends. I had to just put that in there because I can't leave out my good friend Teddy.
Oh no, I'm so happy that you did that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, so yeah, we had guidance, good guidance from from them mushrooms, and it was very nice because we were living very near. So any advice, even for the band, about jobs, about anything, we used to get connections for interviews for the media, through them, because they already passed their. In fact, this year they're celebrating their 50 years. So
Wow.
it's a good year for them, for the group, the mushrooms. They're celebrating 50 years. Yeah.
Can you imagine 50 years? That's, oh, Jesus. I don't even want to calculate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
They're,
Tansa.
they're doing a lot of projects right now. They're doing a lot of things. They're sharing their, even photos that, nobody saw them. They go to places, to museum, and they, they do yeah. So they're doing a lot of projects. They said they will celebrate the whole year. Yeah.
Right. You're doing a good job, Sharon. I'm loving your interview, woman to woman, Continue.
I have so much respect, for this woman who, I admire any woman.
I hate this feedback. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything on your end, Sharon, which says echo cancellation.
On my one?
For me?
Not you, Lioness. I think you're fine.
Okay.
But there's some sort of. I'm going to do something for a second. Let me just mute Sharon for a second. I'm going to do something. Right. Can you hear
somebody
me, Lioness?
said something on the chat. Somebody said something on the chat here about the feedback.
Say that again.
Somebody said something about the feedback on the chat.
It was.
The feedback is coming from me and Sharon.
So when you say echo cancellation, right? Do you want me to check that off?
Yeah, top corner of your page, or even if you look down where it says settings towards the bottom.
I see it. It's already checked.
Oh, it's checked. Okay. All right. We're going to soldier on, and maybe we'll have to bring Lioness back another time, to do it all over again, because she's a wealth of history and she's doing some great works. But we're going to soldier on for now. We're going to finish this interview, and then we're definitely going to bring you back when we can get the sound proper.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man. I'm
please accept our apologies. Technology. We're at this.
No worries. No worries. No worries at all. No worries at all.
So Sharon, you continue. I'm just going to get to grips with what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah? Okay, go ahead.
Wonderful. So, yes, I'm happy to know that you had the guidance. When you think about it, as you know, I'm sure you know, there are so many people in the industry who never had that guidance and never actually learned until much later on, or until something happens even with their music. You know what I mean? But you, my love, I'm happy to hear that. I love to hear that. So, 2005, you did the album.
Yes, I did the album.
How did that album fare for you? How did it fare for you?
Well, it went well, and that's where one of my songs, which has the video also on my YouTube channel, called Tuliza Boli, it really did good. It did wonders for me, and I was, I got known. I can say maybe the whole of Kenya. And you know that because when you pass even in the streets, they say, it's her, and it becomes exciting a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, you go, as singers and music artists, our life, you have to go to the club sometimes, do appearances. So yeah, we build up a lot of popularity, and I got some also gigs, being called like, come, we need you for this, for this function, we need you for that function, and we were big, good money at that time. It was a good start for me. It really encouraged me to continue doing my own music.
Is that from Tuliza Bully?
Yeah, Tuliza Bully, yes.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah, that tune is bombastic and fantastic. You have to unmute those, Sharon and Lioness.
That is the remix, yeah?
That's the remix.
Yeah, that's the remix.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Brilliant remix, though.
Sounded good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good moment at that time. Very, very good moment. Very encouraging. I got a lot of encouragement. I got a lot of interviews, radio cuttings, radio, newspaper cuttings, and it opened up, a whole different road and knowledge, everything. As we go by, like you say, we get advice from people, but the important thing is if we are taking that advice seriously and putting everything into action, So that's exactly what I was doing. Anything that I come to new, I put it into action. Every advice, I consider it, very perfectly well, and I put everything into action. So
that's wonderful. Now, living in Italy for 14 years, woman to woman now, you're raising children.
Yes, my dear.
You're raising children, and so we do it all. You're raising your children and music.
Yeah,
tell me how it was for you. Like,
I have also pictures when I'm just holding my baby sleeping, and the microphone is here.
Yes,
I have pictures where the pram, you can see the pram is just there, and the stage is there.
Yes.
So yeah, we just
you do what you have to do.
Yeah, we just did what we had to do, and okay, are we going to take the gig? Are we going to go on stage? Okay, the kids, okay, no problem. We're going to take them with us. There is no problem. Carry our milk, carry our pampers, and we go. There is no worries. But then again, we had also a good community, Italian, from friends, even new acquaintances. We meet them maybe at the performance, and they see you with the baby, and they know you're going on stage, and they're like, don't worry about it. Just you go perform. Don't worry. We are here. We are here. We will take care of the babies. Just perform your thing. Do your thing. They'll be fine. So this is how we used to, live.
That's amazing, though. You know what I mean? Like, just knowing, you don't even know people, but the community came together to assist you. Imagine,
and I think when they see, our colored babies when they're small, and they get very, very curious and very interested, they see it's an amazing thing to them, because they don't see them often.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm living in a place where I'm the only person, a colored person with a colored baby. So you cannot, if you go to the shop, they stop you, like, please, can I see? But in a good way, anyway. In a good way, not in a bad way. In a good way. Yeah, in a good way. And they came to grow up with that community, and they were taken in as one of them, and everything was okay.
That's wonderful. So you're still with the same band
Yeah.
during that time, right? You're just going through the same, you're going through
Well,
everything, your little shows
mm,
and the same band, you're recording. Are
mm.
you recording
Well,
music?
it was challenging. It was challenging. That's when we had to split ways. That's what. Yeah, that's what happens. Split ways, but we are still in contact until today. We are friends, and people talk about the music. Maybe even in the future, possibility, of a reunion of some new recordings with the band. But life, had to make us split ways, and everybody had to struggle. The good thing is everybody, wherever they are, they're doing music still. That is the most important thing.
Right, but okay. So the split now, was it because you were doing your own music? Was that
No. You know how it is when you decide to make a decision of relocating, from far away home and
yes,
to a foreign country. You have to, there are laws, you have to follow the laws. You have to understand that if you want to stay, then you have to follow the laws. So everybody
Yeah.
had to see where everything is suitable for them, So for me, when I traveled to Italy, I was already pregnant. I was not even supposed to travel because I was 8 months pregnant.
What?
Yes. Another one. I was 8 months, and I was big, and so I just wore that big cloth.
Go big clothes. Wait, I can't hear her. What happened? Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, yes. So you wore big clothes, right?
Yeah, big clothes, yeah. Then we took the trip to Italy. In fact, when they received us and they understood I was pregnant, they were like, "Oh my God, we did not know we're bringing a pregnant woman along." But then the band was like, I wanted to remain behind, but the band said, "No, we have to go together. Let's just go. We cannot leave you." And one of the band members is my man, so it was like, no, let's just go, because already in our mind is like we are going, but we're relocating. We're going.
Right.
Yeah. So we went there, and in a month's time, I was taken to hospital. When people were continuing the concert, I'm in hospital delivering, having my firstborn, my girl.
Was it a boy or girl?
A girl. I started with a girl, and it was a challenging time. I'm telling you. I started with the girl. That was 2006. My girl was born, and 2007 I had the boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right behind the child. Okay.
Yeah. The doctor told me, "See you next year." I said, "No, I'm done now. I'm not coming back."
See you next year.
Because it was the same doctor. It was the same doctor in 2006, same doctor 2007. And he said, "Listen, see you next year." I said, "No, I'm not coming back."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You can imagine all those, apart from everything new, the adjustment. You have two little pickings, and there were trying moments. There's a time I cried, and God showed himself. Let me talk about this one, because I love this story. I love this one. It's not a story.
Please
it's a real
do.
thing.
Yes.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I was really the second born. I'm pregnant, and I'm with hunger every time, because I have nothing. There's nothing. We don't know the language nicely. We cannot get a good job. So trying moments. I'm crying. I was hungry, and I don't even have phone to call my people back home. I don't have. I don't have I have the phone, but I don't have a way to call them. At that time, I don't have Facebook. I don't know, WhatsApp. I don't, So I get down on my knees and I cry. I cry as a baby. I really cried. And I tell God, please, God, if you can hear me right now, please tell my mama I am hungry. Just tell my mom I'm hungry. And then I just felt some calmness. I felt calmness. And then I was calmness and tired. I said I went to bed. But in 10 minutes, my phone rings a private number. So I go, hello. When I say hello, I hear my mama's voice.
Oh my God.
I swear. I hear my mama's voice. And I start to cry again. She asked me, what is the problem? The baby's okay. I said, yes, the baby's okay. Are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. Why are you crying? I said, Mama, I'm hungry. I said, Mama, I'm hungry. I said, Mama, she said, okay, don't cry. Tomorrow, I'm sending you money. Please just I'm giving you your small sister. Give her details how I can send money. And Mama sent me 200 euros from Kenya, yeah? 200 euros. And I got down on my knees. I said, Lord Jesus, I will never cry of hunger again in my life. Never. Even if I'm hungry, to which extent I will not cry. Until today, let hunger be, I don't care. Because he showed himself, and that time he gave me another courage in life. And that's when I opened my eyes and I said, okay, now, yeah, God has said he's with you. He has shown you. Yeah, he responded in 10 minutes. And that's it. I took the 200. I bought food. I called a Kenyan man. I said, listen, I hear you people, you sell earrings. He said, yeah, if you want, just come. I'll take you to the Chinese shop where we buy. I'll show you how we do it. And that I saved 50 euro. I went to buy the earrings and I started living. I started living. But I'm telling you that thing, when I talk about it, I don't know, I feel so blessed and humbled by that thing, because yeah, I really got down on my knees sincerely and asked God, please tell Mama I'm hungry.
But that was a breaking moment for you, because it affects you mentally, right? It's like a mental breakdown. You have your baby, you're going through all of this trial and error, and you don't know where to go, what to do, and you asked. It's like they say, knock and the door shall be open. You asked.
Knock and the door shall be open, and I really knocked. I knocked that thing. Yeah, I truly knocked. But then after that, I said, okay, no, I got another, I got empowered. I got encouraged. I got some energy just came, and I started living. I said, no, I can do this. I can handle this. Yeah.
One thing I find encouraging from you, and I'm not really, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, wow. I think I know. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I find encouraging from yourself is the fact that you've been going for a very long time. And even though you've been trying to make it, you've been trying to hit that #1 spot, you haven't just been for yourself. I remember, it must have been about maybe 10 years ago, we did something called the Breaking Down the Barriers.
Oh, yeah.
And just remind people what Breaking Down the Barriers show was all about.
Wow, from the title, we used to break down the barriers show, and we used to our driver was a 10-star general right there, and we, as our part, we became the African Reggae ambassadors. Yeah, me and Vika, they're looking for, African artists, introducing them to general culture. And I remember we had the late Sister D, God rest her soul in peace. Yeah, she really supported us at that time too, and really encouraging, because you used to, welcome this new artist that we used to introduce, to Stockhead Radio, that time. Yeah. So thank you so much. We had, I think, like a 2-year thing.
Yeah, it was 2 years. Many of the shows we put them on Mixcloud, and the reason why I mentioned that, because that's part of your journey, right? But you've been trying to expose, and here's where it became mystical. I wanted to do a show which was based upon Afrobeat and the origins of Afrobeat. And then I shared the same idea with Sister D. Sister D was interested. There was a lady who had already started a show of that magnitude. Her name was Lady B Bless.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
And we all get kind of connected and tried to make it happen. You know?
Yeah.
So where I see you being very passionate about doing for others, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's no wonder God came up trumps for you. During your time of need, you cried out to the Lord.
Yeah.
And he ensured that he answered. You know what I mean? There's no wonder it's a modern day miracle, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always believe that when you put good energy into
Yeah.
the air, regardless of what you are going through, no matter how many people try stepping over you, no
Yeah.
matter how many people let you down, as long as you hold on to the Lord, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He will never let you go astray.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
That's
know
very
that, right?
Yeah, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. And you know, through all those struggles, that's where, you know, we can become passionate, because the platforms, how, you know, you try to get those platforms, you try to get through to the people. So we don't need to make it hard for the people, you know, behind us. If we can create, we can create that knowledge. We used to say raising awareness. We are raising awareness. You remember what a thing?
Yeah. What a
Yeah, we are raising awareness. Sometimes I go through them. They, you know, they come back on the memory, you know, Facebook memory.
Yeah.
They come back there, and I say, this is it, you know. And I'm still passionate because I have another online program, and I focus also on I'm with the Kenyan diaspora media, and I also search for these Kenyan artists who are out here,
Right.
and I'm raising awareness, you know, with them, like, you know, talk shows like this one, so that people can know them, because you never know, and it's like you say, it's a passion, it's a calling. It's like it's a calling. Yeah, you feel like you want to do it, you know, you want to create that for them. So I'm still in that position, in that humble calling to continue creating that platform.
And the beauty of it is that collectively we were pushing African music. I remember I went real deep into some real bongo drums and whatever it was, and play music from Mali, Senegal, Kenya, all these places. This was all before Afrobeat became the big phenomenon that it was. We were pushing that to the world.
Yeah, it became very, very interesting. Even in the chat where we used to do in the chat, you know, we used to sometimes people comment there, oh, Sister General has now gone mad, you know, like he has taken off, he has left us now.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, because, you know, we had most of the Jamaican family, and you're introducing this music, they're like, okay.
It took a while for them to get used to it, but sooner or later they were getting jiggy with it.
They're getting jiggy with it, of course. You know, it's now like we are really fighting. Even Kenya artists, Kenya media, they're really in fight with the artists. You know, because now like Afrobeat has come and taken over everything, covered the whole country, and it's becoming very hard to.
So what's going on in Kenya, in the music world in Kenya? Why is it getting such a big fight?
Well, it's just the media that is not giving you know, much airplay, we can say, for the artist, and they claim that media and most also the Kenyans, they say there's no good music from Kenya. So, but then the media now they're the ones who have a problem, because sometimes, you know, they're these artists, not even artists, we can call them maybe comedians, I don't know who, they just come and do some funny music. And then you find it that if you see it being shared on Facebook, it gets like 3 million views.
Right.
Yeah. And the right music is there.
Yeah.
It's not being shared. If you share that one, nobody wants to. But they want this one done wrongly, and it's getting millions of views. And you wonder, what? So this is what I have to do to get these views?
Right.
But So the good music is not being circulated. That is the problem. And I was reading another article also for Jamaicans. They were also, on the same, they have the same problem as us. And I think this is going on in everywhere. So the good music, it will take us a long time to understand what to do, because if you have to be paid with the Kenyan Music Copyright Society, if your music is not being played, you won't get nothing. Yeah, you not get nothing. So they're becoming poorer and poorer and poorer. And if you see the highest person who paid is from maybe Tanzania, maybe like Diamond Platnumz. Yep. In Kenya, he's the highest paid by the Kenyan Copyright Music Society. So, what are we saying? What are we saying? So
and
even
you seem to have a big following.
Sorry?
You seem to have a very big following.
Well, I'm trying to reach there. I'm trying to, just staying humble and doing my music, doing me, and encouraging also, or mentoring also my young artists. I have them from Kenya. I talk to them, yeah. So I will continue to do the music,
So how is your music revered in places like Italy? How do they take to your music?
Well, there it was a little bit different. And we were forced more to do cover songs, just to entertain the people. But at the same time, we used to be recording, and we used to get airplay, like you, my bridge in here, Tenstar used to give us those airplay, and that was very encouraging too. And radio back home, like in Kenya, they used to they support my music, and in new music they do play. But Italy, it was a little bit different. Here in Sweden, it's different. Here they really are keen with your music, your own music. Yeah. So now it's opening. I had a very wonderful in June in a town here nearby, 1 hour away, and they have a very big festival there. It's called Vasteros City Festival, and I got a platform there. I performed there, and people are they want to hear people. They want to hear music. They want to hear your music.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you feel like maybe doing covers will be the key to opening a specific door for you?
Well, not necessarily. No, not necessarily.
What do you perceive people are looking from you, or in terms of moving forward?
Because we have situations. We have, like, maybe say 2 situations for we can say. If festivals, summertime, they're there. This year I got a chance to do, I think like 3, because I started now recording my own music here in Sweden, and the album came out. And here, how it works, you have to work with them. There are musical organizations. So once you put your foot inside, and they accept you, then
right,
you'll be moving now.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be moving now. So I put my foot in, and this year, they accepted. That's why they gave me that platform.
Oh, awesome.
So I continue to work with them, knowing that next year, God willing, it's going to be bigger than what it is now.
Amen.
But for now, for me to make that good music, to continue to make that good music, and they follow people. They just look at it. They follow you and see what you're doing. Yeah. And now there is that, and then there is, the money that musicians, when we want to just make money, we can go and do our cover songs, a band, and perform at that club, perform there for the people, and we get our money, right?
Right.
Yeah. But now, if you're called to a festival, you can't go there with a cover song.
I'm with you.
You can't go there with a cover song. Even if you're going to do a cover song, then it has to be one maybe unique one.
Yeah.
We have Pata Pata. Mira Makeba.
Oh, I love that. I love that. You know that girl.
Yeah,
And funny enough, they used to play that song every time they did cricket back in the 70s here in the UK. They
yeah,
used to play that song by Miriam Makeba.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
she's a
remember
special.
Sharon?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. I do.
Oh boy. So
Yes.
now, yep. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, I'm saying maybe we can get, big Jamaican artist, Beenie Man, somebody to do a remix of the Pata Pata and put,
Right. I'm pretty sure you could make that happen. You know?
I'm
through you, I
sure.
can.
Yeah, of course we can. We can make that happen. Definitely. That's nothing, you know.
Yeah.
But where I want to take you now is you continue to help other people. I believe through sponsorship as well. You're now running a radio station or you're doing interviews and that. Tell me how that came about and what the idea is behind the whole concept.
Well, that came about. I was called for an interview. They wanted to interview me, as artist based here in Europe. It's called the Kenyan Diaspora Media. So when they had me on the interview, and they just decided to contact me the next day and said, "Listen, we had your story yesterday. We love your music, and I think we'd like you to be part of us, like the Kenyan Diaspora Media, and we like you to have your program." Which deals with music. So come up with a concept, and then they said, "Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it." So I came up with a concept, and we gave it a Swahili name, Wasani, which is artist, and Wasani Ugaibuni. Ugaibuni is Europe, like artist abroad. So yeah, I look for them and I interview them. I would display their music, and I tell people, this person exists. This artist, he's here. This one is in Belgium. That one is German, and that happened. And it was during the COVID time, and I came to realize we are too many outside here.
Right. And the diaspora, right?
Yeah, in the diaspora, we're too many.
Right.
Yeah, African diaspora, Europe, everywhere. We are just everywhere. Yeah.
So you're doing great works there. When does your program start? Give some people some information about your program.
Oh, that one I information
when
about
does
the
it start? Yeah, what time of the day? What day of the week? Where they can find that show.
Well, they can find it on the Kenyan Diaspora Media. You can even find the previous shows. All of them are there. The Kenyan.
Is that a website?
We are on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We have a website too, the Kenyan Diaspora Media. The Kenyan Diaspora Media. You'll find us there, and you'll find the previous shows. And every show that comes in, we alert the people, because I host a lot of not only for the artists. I also host a lot of other, like 3 shows.
Okay.
3 shows. I have my women. I really focus also on the women. I look for these women outside here who are here, and they're doing a wonderful job. They're doing a wonderful job. Yeah.
Right. And what are these women doing? Like why the
We have
focus
different. Like on Tuesday, I'll have a Kenyan lady. She's in Belgium, and she's also a singer. But now she's raising awareness of like don't say no to shaming infertility.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called PCOS awareness. It's the month. It's the awareness month. So I'm hosting her on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are lots of. I have models. I have charity people who are doing charity back home in Kenya.
Right.
I have fashion designers. I have. I mean, I have writers.
Right.
Yeah. There's so many people. I'm telling you, COVID just opened up a whole page in our lives,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And through you, you've told me about a gentleman called Stoneface.
Oh.
Stoneface Priest, who is here somewhere. You know, I've been listening to some of his music. As a matter of fact, I actually went into iTunes.
Crucial artist.
Sorry?
He's a crucial artist.
Yes. I actually went into iTunes and bought some of his music today. I was liking what I was hearing. So through you, we're gonna make it happen with him as well.
Oh, bless up. I hope he's listening. If he's not listening, I'm going to look for him and give him the good news.
Right, yeah. We'll definitely work with him. But, you know, we're looking for more serious contenders, you know?
We have a collaboration coming up, so.
Woo! The Lioness and
Stoneface. Oh my, priest himself, the priest.
Yes. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm going to let Sharon finish the interview with yourself.
Okay.
And then I'll see you. I'll speak to you just before the end of the show. But Sharon, over to you, girl.
Oh, well, you know, I feel such a bonding to
you. Know, you're the creme de la creme, Sharon.
I'm so bonded with my lioness over here because I want her to know from me, you are Mother Africa. You understand me?
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
She is Mother Africa.
She's
one of them. Sorry. She is Mother Africa.
I'm sure she heard that for the third time.
Let me confirm that to you. In Italy, all of them used to call me Mama Africa.
How could I know that?
How could you know that?
How could I know that? You understand? I'm saying
because of the connection that I had with the people. So they used to call me Mama Africa, and sometimes everybody, from time to time, they used to come for me to meet for advice, for this, for that. So naturally, people used to call me Mama Africa. In fact, there's a street we used to have. It's called Mama Africa. If you want, just go to Mama Africa. Just go to Mama Africa. You know. And somebody come and say, I was told to come here, Mama Africa, and ask for Mama Africa.
Mama Africa.
I'm telling you, one time I had somebody from Germany coming. You know, I was told if I come here, ask for Mama Africa, she will advise me. She will help me out with what I need. You know, so that kind of connection with people. And now you've confirmed it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Listen. And so knows, a lot of people who zoom into the shows or come into the shows know who I am. When I get something off of somebody, it's a gift. I'm embracing my gift.
Yeah.
I then, because looking at you and talking to you, and I'm like, you see this woman? That's Mama Africa. And I say that to say, back home for you, they love you. They love you and they look to you for guidance. You understand me? They're looking to you for guidance.
Mm-hmm. So
you continue on your journey because there are people watching and walking in your footsteps.
Exactly.
Guidance. That's what I said. She is Mama Africa. I feel it in her. You know what I mean? It's just, and you're a very real person. You're not afraid to say your struggles. That story that you told, you were hungry. You couldn't even pick up the phone to call your mother. And you called out, and the Lord just, within 10 minutes, you are Mama Africa. Recognize who you are and what your purpose is. It's so much more than your music. You are an amazing, amazing individual. You really, really are. And your countrymen love you. Men, man, woman alike love and respect who you are. You've done so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Totally, 100%. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we are starting a new, even from here, going forward, from this confirmation, I take it seriously and humbly, and I put it into action.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been meeting some amazing people, and I think it scares me a little bit because it's the feeling that I get, like it gives you goose pimples. It's like when you tell your story, you get goose pimples, like that happened to you.
Mm.
I'm feeling the most from you, and just knowing what you've got going on. You're helping people as you go along as well. Nobody said that you have it all together, but as much as you're learning to, you're not afraid to stretch your hand and help others. And that's
Yes.
important.
Yeah, and I work mostly also with my Kenyan, reggae artists back home. I know
Good.
their struggles. I understand their struggles. So we always share ideas, and where it's we can say when maybe they are the part financially, or if they want to set up this, they want to set up that. We are there. We are there, one day at a time, one step at a time. But we have
Right.
to reach where we have to reach, and we will not get tired. We will not get tired to do this, to a little hand helping people. We will not get tired, because this is then our retirement plan. We have to do something positive when we are
Right.
at
This
to
is
the
what
people.
we are here for. This is what we
Yes.
are here for.
Mm.
To help one another, not to crush another person, not to step on somebody else's dreams. We are here as individuals, as human beings, as spirit guides, to help your fellow man.
Yeah.
And if everybody had taken that into consideration instead of trying to break people down or taking advantage of this, the world will most definitely would be a better place. We're here to help our fellow man. You have it, you stretch your hand. Sometimes you don't have it, you still stretch your hand, whatever you can do. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And it
Agree.
speaks in the music and everything that we do. Music is therapy for us all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd like to know you how has Sweden embraced you? Like now, is it Sweden? Where are you? Sweden?
I'm in Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm. Okay.
Yeah.
How has Sweden embraced you?
I can say first, I think it was the best decision for me to take after 14 years. It's not easy to
Yes,
to leave. But it was I think the best decision to make at that time, and it proved to be the best. Everything just went smoothly. The transition, it was very smooth. From documentation, from everything just went smooth. Just God was there; He was present in every step. Until we got what we needed. We are here. And music wise, there is like I said, the market here is very different, and you can make it with your music. Like, people can hear your music. There are platforms that people come to listen. They know, say, oh,
Yeah.
Sister Sharon is there tomorrow. They buy the ticket. They come and see Sister Sharon. They come and see. They don't gamble with it. If Sister Sharon is there, oh, she's from where? Okay, United States. Okay, what is she doing tomorrow? She'll be performing. Okay, we are buying tickets. We're coming to see her. And this is the platforms that are here. They are very serious platforms.
Yes, I've heard about that in Sweden. I have definitely heard that. That's what I said, how they embraced you, because it's a certain level of respect for different genres of music that I realize is over there. You know what I mean? Reggae is big over there. Afrobeat is big.
Yeah, like crazy. I was with Yemi Alade last month. There was this Uppsala Reggae Festival. It's a reggae festival, but they had Yemi Alade on stage, and they had also the son of Fela Kuti, who was it?
Oh wow!
Yeah, and the people who are there, people know who is coming already. So they come. They come there, and it was amazing to see the Afrobeat there, and the reggae. Kabaka was there. So
Wow.
yeah, it was a 1-2 day event. It was very wonderful. Yeah, very, very wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what is next for Lioness? What is next?
Well, now it's all about making the music, good music. As we grow, my intention is to, make that growth. For me, when I make that growth, then I live. My mindset becomes
Yeah.
yeah. So it's all about making good music. Better music every time. So I'm still now in the studio. I'm writing some things, and always I want to come out, differently, so that people can see the growth.
The
so
growth.
That is, it's very important. Yeah, it's very important. So I hope I'll be having an album soon enough. And we look into those shows, and we continue living with the music.
Yeah. I love her.
Yeah.
She's been a real one from day one.
Oh, she still, you could tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. She's a real one.
Well, I tell you what, we definitely wish you all the best for the future. We're definitely going to bring you back and do this all over again.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the fact that we have this echo in the background.
Okay.
It can be a little bit frustrating. So my apologies on behalf of the technology side of it. Yesterday we had a great show. There was no echo, and today here we are. So we're at the mercy of technology. However, we're going to be working with you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give your details to Sharon and vice versa. And then she will pencil in Stoneface Priest.
Okay.
Somewhere, and she'll, between the both of you, you can set it up.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
bring them onto the platform.
All right.
Right. Sharon, anything you want to say before we end this show today? You're muted for some reason. Go on.
Well, my sister, it has been my complete honor to meet you. You're an amazing person, amazing woman. Love your music. I love where you're going with it. I love where you're continuing to go with it. I wish you so many blessings. Bless you, bless your children, bless your family. I wish you so many blessings. But on this music journey, I want to see some things. I might even, we might contribute something to you, I think. I hear some things where I think you will sound good on. But that's what we do, right? Links, always a link. A link is a link is a link, sister. And I just wish you well, because God has so much in store for you. Mama Afreeka. That's who you are. Mama Afreeka.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to change the name now. What do you say, my brother?
I do not think I think so. That's not what you said.
Maybe now it's time to change it.
I was going to say Big Mama, but I think that wouldn't sound right.
No, that won't sound right.
Mama Afreeka. I think so, because you're transitioning now into a new you.
Yeah.
Africa is so powerful, but there's just more than one Afreeka out there now. I come to realize.
Is it?
Yeah, there's more than one Afreeka spelled the same way.
Yeah, Afreeka.
Yeah.
The word free is inside there.
Right.
Afreeka.
Yeah. But you're doing great, and
thank you so much.
We'll continue to work with you. We love what you're doing, especially with the artists. Things that you're doing doesn't go unnoticed, and in any little way we can, we'll be there to support as well. That's what we're about. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me big up also those people who are watching live. I see people here. I see Big Man. I see DJ Maestro was there. Even I think Stoneface was there. Even Natty King Man was there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you.
I think you had close to, which is the biggest figure we had watching here was 321 people watching.
It was 338 actually. I was
38.
because I
Jesus,
wasn't
there you
sure.
go.
I wasn't sure what I was looking at, and then my husband came over and said, I was like, come here, what does that say? 300. And I opened my iPad. I said, yes.
Oh, but we really shared it. We really shared the thing. We shared the.
Yeah, man, you did.
Yeah, we did share. We did share. We did share.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did share.
You're
And
the
today
bomb.
being Sunday, it's a cool day. You know, people are there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
Yes, it can happen. Love, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're out there.
Yeah.
Please, people, please do that. Support your underground podcast. I always say underground because underground till we get upground. Support your underground podcast teams because we have amazing people like Lioness Afreeka and all the other artists who come to our shows and talk their truths. Please like and subscribe. Yes.
I tell you what, I'm gonna introduce her to also DJ Maestro from Lovers Rock Radio.
Yes.
I'm gonna hook you up with DJ Maestro. He's the maestro. The name says it itself, right? Maestro. So you know he's the real
Maestro.
deal,
Yes,
right?
yes. It's a part of our
So
team.
what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook you up with him, and then hopefully it'll support you one of your tracks on his radio show. You know what I mean? And bring some attention to what you're doing. And that's what we do.
Also with I'm sorry not to cut you, but also with DJ Maestro, I know that another one of the presenters on the show, Lady Loy, is a big supporter of European music, especially Afro beats. All day, that's her, and they're on the same team. So yeah, we will definitely. I'll reach out to her too.
So yeah, make that happen, Sharon. For us.
I'm definitely gonna. Well, you know what? Once we tell Maestro, he's gonna tell Lady Loy because she supports. She brings awareness.
Here's DJ Maestro's response.
Oh, see? All right. Yay! Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, DJ Maestro. Thank you. We're gonna link up, sister. I'm gonna link up with you. I'm gonna ask for your number. Yeah. Okay. So we get connected. You know, as we go by.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Lioness, anything you want to say before we get out of here with your brand new track called Lifted?
Yeah. That's my latest track called Lifted, and you know that track, like I said, it's a very inspirational track, and it's talking to my people out there because you have to be patient. You have to be patient in the journey. You have to accept, failure. You have to accept. You cannot, like the song says, have you seen a baby walking without crawling? It doesn't happen. So you have to crawl so that you can walk. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Just stay humble, stay in position. Don't miss your chances. Stay in position. Be working there. And remember, you're a new artist. You just came. You cannot go and ask for, you want to be paid $10,000. Yeah. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. So take your time. As you go by, learn. Learn. Knowledge is wisdom. Yeah. Build it up. Yeah. Then one day it's gonna pay out. Okay. So the song is called Lifted, and it talks mostly about that encouragement and that inspiration part. Yeah. But I want to bless up the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. We've come a long way. We've known each other for a long time, and this time I have a new sister.
Yes.
Sister Sharon right here. So thank you so much for the platform, and I'm going to work very hard so that when I come back next time here, you just shout it, what a thing, with that voice.
What a thing.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll have a nice rough and gruff.
Rough.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
We wish you all the best, my sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And you know, for all the things that you went through that I do know about, and to see you shining at the end of it. We're looking at your face, and you wouldn't think that you went through any trouble one day in your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and that's the beautiful thing of perseverance, you know, and not
Yeah.
giving up, you know.
Oh,
And I know you'll be an example to everybody else that is going to come your way, that is looking for guidance. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If people came to me and say, "How do I do it? How do I make it in the industry? I do Afrobeat, I do that." I say, "Go and see Afreeka.
Go and see Mama Africa there, Lioness. She
Mama
got tell you.
Afreeka.
That's right.
Tell you the truth.
Afreeka. Yes, yes."
She
The
will tell
hard
you the
truth. So we're gonna get out of here, people,
Okay.
and like I said, we're gonna bring Afreeka back again. She's gonna tell a story all over again, and hopefully this echo in the background will be non-existent.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave you with this one. It's called "Lifted." Here we go. You see, when you need this thing to play ball, it gives up on you, right? So here we go again. We're gonna do it again.
The ancestors are with you this time, my brother.
That's right. That's right. Let it
Here we
go.
go. We're out of here.
You give them their share.
Yes.
Where did he go?
He disappeared.
He disappeared.
Did you hear it?
No, you disappeared.
Oh, I disappeared. All right, let's do that one more time.
Turn it up a bit then.
Without crawling, have you ever seen a man reaping without sowing, without sowing? In this life, you have to observe where you belong, where you're strong, without doing wrong. Never admit to a game you play along. You'll hear dong dong. Your time is gone. So leave alone, leave alone, leave alone, leave alone, leave alone. Hey, leave alone, leave alone, leave alone, leave alone. Leave alone, soon you will be lifted, lifted, 'cause you are truly gifted, gifted.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line.
Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all.
Can I go home now?
I'm 10 Star General from Star Promotions, and I'm out of here.